Yip yip appa. It's time to head to Avatar's kingdom. And no, before you say anything, we're not talking about James Cameron's Free the Nipple enthusiasts, the Na'vi. We have it on record that Avatar: The Last Airbender is about to get a major live-action facelift. So sit back, relax, and let us take you on a magical bison-back ride as we break this story. First up, let's revisit the past. Okay, we know what you're thinking. Live-actioned Avatar: The Last Airbender, ATLA for short, are two phrases that do not go together. Who can forget M. Night Shyamalan's train wreck of a movie adaptation released in 2010? That flaming eyesore is burned into our retinas for the rest of eternity. So it's kind of understandable why fans are hesitant about the new live-action remake. Streaming giant Netflix, who's taken on this massive project, is going to be slammed with hordes of angry fans to answer if they don't deliver. We've already suffered heartbreak once. We don't have the strength to see our heroes mishandled a second time. And it looks like Netflix is right there with us for the ride. Rumor has it that this is one of the most expensive shows the streaming house is producing, with budgets reportedly reaching up to $15 million being dropped per episode. There was a major reawakening of that good old Avatar spirit when the world went into lockdown, so Netflix decided to play knight in shining armor and released the original 2005 show, all 3 seasons of it. It was a trip down memory lane that nobody knew they needed, but we're glad they had the chance to re-experience. The lessons are as relevant as they are today as they were to our half-pints brains back then. Up next, sound the trumpets, King Bumi has arrived. With most of the main cast already decided, there are just a few more vital spots that need to be filled. One such character is King Bumi, the eccentric king of the Omashu, a city in the sprawling Earth Kingdom, and a key place where Aang must learn the art of earthbending on his journey to fulfill his destiny as the Avatar. Aang and Bumi are old buds, before the whole being frozen in a block of ice for an entire century thing. To bring this wily old man to life, we're going to need someone with exceptional skill and grit, which is when Avatar News and Night Edge Media, 2 pretty reputable sources in the industry, broke the news that the Mad King's role is going to be taken on by the multi-talented Utkarsh Ambudkar. He'll be joining the likes of Shang-Chi's Dallas Liu, infamous bad guy Daniel Dae Kim, and from Kim's Convenience, which is yet another Netflix production, we have Paul Sun-Hyung Lee as everyone's favorite Uncle Iroh. As of yet, we're still waiting to see some official footage of the cast and character. Let's hope Netflix makes that a reality by the end of this year, as production on this mega project is near to finishing. Next up, some background digging on our leading man. For those of you who are hearing Utkarsh's name for the first time, be not alarmed. He's no stranger to TV and cinema. He's been around for almost 20 years, and besides being a pretty well-established actor, he's also a rapper and a singer. Damn, this guy's a triple threat. Wouldn't it be awesome if King Bumi rapped all his lines? Now that's an extra layer of kookiness to add to the already bonkers king. And he may look a bit young to be 112 years old, but he's had his fair share of roles. Pitch Perfect and Free Guy are just some of the high-profile titles you can add to this guy's extensive filmography. And he's married to Naomi Campbell, not the model one, the other one, who just happens to share the exact same name as the supermodel. Coincidence much? Gotta appreciate the guy's hustle. He knows what he wants, and if he can't get it, he'll pretty much land the next best thing. He and his significant other tied the knot back in 2019, and they've been loved up ever since. She's a solid 10 on our scale, so he's got literally no reason to complain, model or no model. And finally, this series seems to be really shaping up because Netflix just found its cabbage merchant. My cabbages! That iconic line has embedded itself within the hearts of ATLA fans everywhere. Now just imagine the most recent addition to the ATLA remake, actor James C. Wait a minute, C? That can't be right. Didn't he voice the Cabbage Merchant way back in the 2005 original series? Netflix managed to sign the OG voice actor to their show. There's hope for this show yet. Viewers, you won't even have to imagine C messing up the iconic line, because he's the one that literally put it on the map. Let's just hope he's taken this time off to learn not to show up in the wrong place at the wrong time. If you recall, the Cabbage Merchant had notoriously bad luck. The running gag was the frequent destruction of his cabbage cart by our main heroes as they thwarted the baddies chasing after them, causing him to spew out his infamous line. In other news, ATLA just shattered a Guinness World Record. This year's San Diego Comic-Con saw some pretty monumental announcements and performances, but none were as big as what the team behind ATLA brought to the scene. The stage that these guys debuted their panel on broke the record for the world's biggest LED stage. We didn't even know there was a record for such a thing, clocking in at 22,000 square feet with 2 2,500 LED panels, as well as 760 ceiling tiles, this guy must have taken up a huge hunk of space. And let's not even get started on the electricity bill. Switching on the LED panels creates a simulation so real that it feels like you're right there standing in the middle of the action. Scenes can be filmed in all kinds of crazy locations, while the producer doesn't leave the comfort of his chair. Now that's what we'd like to call the future of cinema as we know it. At least we can say for sure that Netflix isn't cutting any corners when it comes to the use of tech for this show. Up next, this is not a drill. Avatar just got a makeup collection. Thank you, ColourPop. You can't imagine how much we needed this. ColourPop Cosmetics is known for launching collections inspired by popular movies and TV shows. Lizzie McGuire, Nightmare Before Christmas, and Powerpuff Girls are just some of the names that come to mind. In their latest collab with ATLA, there are 13 different products that you can choose from, or if you can't decide, just buy up the whole lot. After all, it's the money going towards a good cause. The most expensive item on the lineup is an eyeshadow palette retailing for $22, inspired by the 4 elements earth, air, fire, and water. Each element gets 3 shades to itself of the 12-shade pressed pigment palette. Sharing is caring, people. We can't have another Fire Nation attack on our hands now, can we? Next, we have 2 gorgeous lip stains, one called Shocking Red, one called Fanatic, for those times when you want to unlock your inner Kyoshi warrior, or a more muted but equally pretty dark peachy hue called Sealed with a Kiss. We have a niggling feeling that Katara might be the inspo behind this one. There are also 4 Easy Glide Gel Cream Liners, inspired by each vital member of Team Avatar, 2 Super Shock Highlighters, a handheld pocket mirror in the shape of Appa the bison's adorable face with the words Yip Yip imprinted on the mirror inside, and the best part, your very own 3-step skincare regimen, combining water and earth elements into hydrating and cleansing mud masks to get all those impurities out after a long, tiring day of bending. They've really put some thought into this, haven't they? And finally, if makeup isn't really your thing, why not give these toys a chance? McFarlane Toys, recognized the world over for its model action figures which are exact replicas of their comic book counterparts, just revealed a brand new Avatar The Last Airbender action figure line. The lineup includes all of our favorite heroes from the hit TV show, and thankfully, they didn't forget to include everyone's favorite jasmine tea sipping agony aunt, Dear Uncle Iroh. The figures come in 7-inch and 5-inch sizes. The 7-inch size has got Aang, Zuko, and Sokka covered. The 5-inch figures, Aang, again, well, he is the main character after all. Also, the Blue Spirit and a Komodo Rhino are up for grabs. Wait a minute, didn't Aang ride a massive flying bison? Where'd Appa go? Petition to make an Appa figurine in the comments below. We gotta make this happen, no wasting time. That's a wrap for this video. Are you excited to see where Netflix will take this live-action series, or do you think it's just gonna be another flop? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and we'll see you in the next one.